Poo has a lot to say.
I think it does.
It has a lot to say. And we're gonna find out what it's actually saying.
Hi, my name's Vanessa, I'm the Director of Sales at Hub Nutrition.
My name is Sarah, and I am the Director of Education and also a dietitian.
And today, I'm asking Sarah something I've been curious about for a very long time. Why I should get my stools tested. So Sarah, why should I get my poo examined?
I love to test everybody's poop that I meet. I don't do it personally, but I have a really great testing kit. And what it does is it helps show what's going on in the body. We can look at inflammation, we can look at malabsorption, we can look for parasites, infection, inflammation. All of these things are so crucial to your health. So while it may sound kind of disgusting to get your poop tested, it gives so much insight into your health overall. There's a couple pieces to this lovely kit. First order of business, you are going to put your sample into this lovely little French fry box. It comes with a glove, actually 2 gloves, so you don't have to touch anything. So basically what you need to do is take samples of your specimen and put them in these tubes, and then you bring it up with the liquid to this line, and then you put the cap back on and shake it. So you do it for these 3. Then there's this final one. You put a sampling of a larger amount of your stool in here. You put it all in the box, and then you send it off to the lab. And the lab will process all of this, and they'll send me a report, and then we'll go through your report. And then we'll see what your poop has to say about you. So it's been 2 weeks, and we finally got the results back from Vanessa's stool study. So I have them right here, but before we get into that, I just wanted to see how was the whole process of collecting your specimen and the, sending it in the mail. How did that go?
It wasn't as gross as I thought it was gonna be, mainly because it's your own poo. The weirdest part was it riding in my front seat in the FedEx bag, and then me handing it to the guy at Kinko's.
Well, at least you didn't really know specifically what was in
I
it.
printed this up today from that same FedEx, and it says stool profiles on it. They do know.
I really like the overall snapshot. The first page is a summary. Infection, nothing. Everything is clear there. There's no inflammation, which is huge. No insufficiency. But then we get to this imbalance category, and there's a little bit flagging that's off. So let's keep investigating. So second page, everything in your digestion, absorption, digestive enzymes, your pancreatic elastase, that's all great.
Thanks to flatter me.
So then we come down to the microbiome. It's finding that you don't have a lot of diversity. So there's a low amount of different types of strains of bacteria. And then your short chain fatty acids are low. So one way to increase that is to eat more fiber. Our next page is a complete overview of the different types of strains of bacteria that are in Vanessa's gut. And there is some weird bacteria that's culturing out. We have a lot here that are flagging on the higher end. I mean, you can see here.
Oh, those
are all really high.
Oh, I'm in the red zone.
In the red, which isn't necessarily bad, but again, when you take everything into consideration, this kind of paints a different picture. And then we come to this next page, and this is really showing the bacterial culture. And there's a couple here that are culturing out into a concerning area. So there's a couple different strains here that might be pathogenic. There's also a little bit of yeast, but our diets are so full of sugar that it just feeds this yeast. So I see this imbalance all the time. The reason why we did this test, trying to understand what's going on with Vanessa's digestion. There's a lot of bloat and bloat, discomfort, and gas. So now that we can see that there's all this kind of weird bacteria in her gut, that could really be a missing link that we were looking for.
Is my diet changing?
I would say staying away from things that can be bloating. Dairy is something that causes an issue, so I would say stay off that. Looking at your fiber intake coming from vegetables, but making sure they're cooked. Alcohol, sugar, decreasing that, and just trying to eat really as clean as possible.
Yeah. Who besides myself should get this test, and why?
For people that are suffering from digestive issues that they just can't seem to figure out. If you've modified your diet, if you've changed your lifestyle and you're still not seeing movement or change in your discomfort in your gut, then looking deeply at what's going on and examining your poo is a really good place to start. Your poo doesn't lie.
Poo don't lie.
Poo don't lie. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment below for any other types of video content you would like to see, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Sorry.
You're like